King Gamer here, and it's about time. I mean, the banner's about to end anyways in like 12 days, so might as well push this out. At least before the next Shield defense reset comes out. So, well, anyways, since I have him complete, it's now time to showcase him. So, well, here it is. Here is the lighter showcase. If you know how these showcases go, then I don't need to explain any further. But if you don't know how the showcases go, I will link the Ellen Joe showcase at the end of the video, as well as in the link of the description, to basically, well, I just explained how my, well, showcases are structured down. So if you want to know why things are the way they are in this video, then check out that video first. So yeah, but without any further ado, well, it's time to showcase lighter. So here is the lighter showcase, and I'm gonna be starting off with the lighter build. Alright, so here's my lighter build. So sadly, I can't get him to level 60 yet, and that's because I am broke on energy. Yeah, I don't have stamina, so I can't grind tapes. But, well, at least, he is basically ready to be showcased. He does have the bare minimum, at least. So, that is my main criteria as to, when he will be, like, ready to be showcased. He does have the bare minimum, so now it's time to showcase him. So, he basically has decent attack, 1.5k, decent impact, crit damage, and fire damage bonus. He's basically just your average stun agent build. So yeah, really nothing for me to further say. So yeah, as for his skills right here, he is basically minimally built. He has level 5 core, but it is recommended to just get him at level max anyway. I am planning to do that. But level 5 should be fine to just showcase him, like, at his, basically his bare minimum. Same with the skills, they're at level 7 skills. He also has Mind Skip Cinema 0 as well. And, well, lastly, his equipment right here. Well, at least I can talk about this in conjunction with the skill. So, 4-piece set, it should be obvious. He is a stun agent, so, of course, 4-piece Shockstar Disco. He does basic attacks all the time thanks to his skills right here. He does basics with his morale burst state, which is boosted by his this set, so that's pretty good. He also does use EX a lot as well. Chain is also pretty good too, so it does boost his impact at least for well, the plus 6%, so it is basically okay. He also does do dodge counters. It's a quick way for him to get into his morale state, so he is able to do his Aura 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 special move. So that is pretty good. That it does get boosted by dodge counter. So basically he does just benefit from the Shockstar Disco set because his main stun mechanic is from his morale boost. So yeah, the plus 6% impact as well is nothing to scoff at either. The 2-piece set effect is really good. As for the other well, set, it's 2-piece Infernal Metal. The reason why I didn't do Swing Jazz is because he actually hits hard. Yeah, his fire damage hits hard. Also, if you look at his core right here, he decreases fire res, and in his additional ability, he increases fire damage for party members. So this means that he gets the boost as well. So if you want to, you can make a crit build on him and then give him a 2-piece fire damage, and he destroys everything. He could actually become a main DPS if you build him like one. But since he is mainly a stunner, and that is what well, at least Hoyo wants you to build him as, I just built him as a typical stun agent build. But if you do really want to, you can go for DPS build. DPS build is pretty good on him, I would say. As for the W engine of choice, of course, Blazing Laurel. This is his main signature W engine. He gets pretty good stuff on his W engine. He gets 25% more impact on a quick assist, perfect assist, which is his main mechanic, by the way. When he does do a quick assist or a assist in general, he will do his 5th basic attack, so he can immediately go into his morale burst state, which is what you really want anyway. So it is pretty good. You get a 25% increase on your morale burst state anyway, which is pretty good. He also gets ice damage and fire damage bonus of 1.5, which is pretty good. He just gives that to party members for basically for free on his W engine. So basically he's just really good on fire and ice agent teams. But yeah, that's basically it for my lighter build. I just built him like a normal stun agent. So yeah, well, anyways, since I did show off my build, now it's time to put that build into gameplay. So, well, I am going to be showcasing some teams, so, well, let's just transition to that. Alright, so here we are at the HDD. So, I'm mainly going to be doing the Path to Proxy missions, and that's because there are a plethora of enemies in those Path to Proxy missions. Also, well, we do have ice weakness for one of the Path to Proxies. There's also another one that's also weak against fire. I'm pretty sure I think it's chapter 2 interlude. I think that's the no, not chapter 2. I guess chapter 3. We can just check really quick right here. So let's see, Path to Proxy. Yeah, this one is weak against fire, so we can't just do Path to Proxy 4. So mainly what we're going to be doing is doing Path to Proxy 1 and Path to Proxy 4 on hard mode, just to showcase the teams. So yeah, well, anyways, now it's time to showcase the first team. So lighter is mainly used on ice and fire teams. So the first team I'm going to be showcasing is a ice team oriented around lighter. So it's going to be, well, this team, but replace Lycon with lighter. This is going to be the best ice team in the game. Yep, I'm saying this right now. This is probably the best ice team in the game. You have the main attacker, Ellen, you got the stunner, lighter, and then you got the supporter, which is Soukaku. So without any further ado, let's just test it out. I did test out this team before in Shield defense as well as Hollow Zero, and yes, this team is actually extremely good. You'll see what I mean. But mainly, first off, we do have to get some stacks on Ellen. We do need those flash freeze stacks. So, well, without any further ado, let's just do some dash attacks. All right, there's the first one. We need the second one right here. He does do quick assist pretty freely, which is pretty nice. All right, we're gonna be doing this. There we go. Oh, I didn't dodge that. That was pretty bad of me. At least let's just, there we go. Now we can do the morale burst. Look at how fast that stuns. Look at his EX as well. That stuns really fast. Alright, let's do this. We can get the full Ellen, stacks in it. Look at that damage. You saw that damage, right? It's absolutely ridiculous how much damage, Ellen's able to do, with, lighter. Lighter is just really good. Decreases res, and if you do have his W engine, he increases the ice damage as well, which is pretty good. So let's do a parry right here. We're able to get into his ORA 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 state. He is able to take up quite a beating, by the way, because his health is pretty high, especially if you are at level 60. So you are able to take at least a couple of hits with them, which is pretty nice. Alright, let's do Soukaku stacks. There you go. Let's go into Ellen. Yeah, you see the damage she's able to output right there? That is off of one chain attack. That's not her ult, by the way. Which is, it just hits harder if she has her ult. So, I guess we can just showcase that real quick. So let's just try to have lighter take down this Hutty's shield. We are gonna have to do some defensive assist to take out his shield, because if you do the defensive assist, it gets his shield really fast, which is pretty nice for us. Alright, it's off now. Pretty nice. Alright, let's go into lighter. Alright, now we can go into the 1, 2, 3, and then we can go into Ellen. Alright, so we do have the boosted ice damage, so let's try to go for the ult. And look and see how much damage it does. Yeah. That's 60,000 per hit. Yeah, you see how broken lighter is? He's dumb. He's really dumb. Yeah, well, that was the ice team, so now it's time to showcase this on a fire team, so let's just do that. Alright, so here we are at Path to Proxy 4. So, for this team in particular, it's the fire team. I mean, he excels at both fire and ice, so might as well build a fire team around him. So this is the fire team I came up with Kablamo. So, the only problem is that, I don't have 11. 11 is probably the best DPS in the fire team. Actually, I scratched that. It is the best DPS in the fire team, but I don't have 11, so I have to make a substitute. Bernice. Bernice does good damage actually on her flamethrower, so it is interesting to see how much damage she's able to do with Lighter's buff. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be really, really high, especially with the Lucy 600 attack buff. The main reason why I don't use Caesar is because, well, spoiler alert, I'm gonna be showcasing that as the next team, but I just want to showcase just a main pure fire team. So yeah, just like the ice team, but well, Lighter is fire, so he doesn't fit on like a mono ice team. So this is just basically a typical mono fire team. Just pretend that Bernice is 11, and you could probably see how much damage she's able to do, especially if you have a well-built 11. But well, this isn't 11, this is Bernice, so we're gonna see how much Bernice is able to do with a lighter buff. Remember, my Bernice is not a DPS, she is a anomaly agent, so she has anomaly agent stats, basically. But we can't just go on lighter, and we can just do this. Alright, let's do some dodges, we're able to do that for free. Let's let go. Alright, let's do EX right here. Kablamo. Okay, now we can go into Bernice. Let's cancel and see how much damage this does. 2,000, 10k. That is just typical stats. Alright, let's do it again. Let's do some basics. 2k, 19,000. Yeah, that's just your typical damage threshold for fire agents right there. Alright, now we can see we need to build his morale again, so let's just try to do that. Alrighty. So we are going to be trying to parry at least some hits, so we're able to get at least some morale stacks. Alright, let's do the EX right here. This is some good morale. Alright, we can do the Aura Aura Aura. Alright, let's go into Bernice. He is debuffed, so we can just do EX. That does half health. That is really, really good. Alright. Let's do this. Blammo. There we go. Easy damage. But yeah, that is actually really, really good damage. I'm pretty sure lighter can also hit hard too. So we can just straight up just use lighter for damage purposes. Alright. There we go. Let's do the X. We do have one more, but I do want his energy to be at least halfway full. So we're able to just get enough. There we go. Now we can do another EX. Alright. We're gonna be holding here so we don't damage this thing. There we go. Alright, we can go into Bernice. Let's cancel and do ult, because he is still debuffed. Yeah, this is absolutely ridiculous damage. Remember, this is a Bellabog enemy. Remember that. And we're doing this much damage against it. That is really, really, really good. And remember, Bernice is in the DPS. Bernice is a anomaly agent. She's an anomaly sub-DPS. Who can't crit, by the way. So that's just raw numbers right there. Which is really, really, really broken. Yeah, Lighter actually brings so much value to the table. It's just really, really, really good. Alright, let's do another EX. He is pretty close to getting stunned, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna kill him anyway. Well, let's do the Lucy finisher. There we go. But yeah, Lighter is good. Lighter is good. No questions asked. He's really, really, really good. Yeah. Well, anyways, that is it for Mono Fire. I did hint that there is going to be a team with Caesar. So, well, now let's just showcase that. So, well, anyways, here it is. Here's the team with Caesar. So, yeah, on to the next team. Alright, so the team with Caesar, it should be obvious what it is. It's Sons of Calydon. It's the Sons of Calydon team. This team is really, really, really good. But, again, Bernice is not the best fire DPS. here. So you can just replace her with 11. But I can technically say that this is a Sons of Calydon team. So yeah, this is Sons of Calydon slash 11. If you do want to put 11, then it's basically just a 11 team. It's the best 11 team in the game. But well, since Bernice is here, we can officially call this team the Sons of Calydon team. The only reason why I don't put Red Mocus is because Rocket Boo actually is better for us. Since Bernice is a anomaly agent, we do need the anomaly buildup for burn. So yeah, Rocket Boo is the best Bang Boo for her. But if you do have Red Mocus, then it's pretty much a better alternative, especially if there are multiple enemies, especially in Shiyu defense. You're going to be fighting multiple enemies anyway in Shiyu defense, so it's basically a perfect Bang Boo. But Rocket Boo, obviously best Bang Boo to use with Bernice, this Sons of Calydon team. So anyways, without further ado, let's just see how much Bernice is able to put out. I mean, Bernice is pretty good. Alright. So, the main strategy, I guess we can't just go into this by at least building up some energy for Caesar, because Caesar does need her EX. You need the EX for the shield mainly. So we are just gonna be like using lighter for some of this gameplay right here. Alright. Okay, we did get hit here, which is pretty bad. Alright, let's do this. Alright, let's go lighter. We can go into Bernice. Let's do this. That should be good. Alright, now we can go into Bernice again. There we go. Pretty good damage overall. Now we do have Caesar's EX, which is pretty nice. But we can't just keep on normal attacking. That should be good. Yep. Alrighty, second enemy here. Let's just do it. Okay, well, I'm gonna be fishing. You probably will know why. I'm gonna be fishing for Caesar's parry. So let's just do that. So let's do this first. We can parry again. There we go. We can switch. Alright, now we can do the Aura Aura Aura. Let's do EX. That should be good. Alright, we can go into Caesar, and we can go into Bernice. We can go into this, and then EX. Into Burst. That should do some decent damage. Yeah, that was pretty nice. But yeah, imagine if Bernice is 11. I'm just gonna be saying that, because I'm pretty sure that boss will probably die in like one hit. From an ult, especially if it is an 11 ult. 11 hits really hard. So yeah. Alright. So I'm gonna be parrying here, if it does do the ground attack, which I think he will, hopefully. Unless he does the spin attack for some reason. There we go. Alrighty, we got the buff on there. Let's do Bernice. We can go into Aura 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 move. There we go. Let's do EX. I think we can do a second one. So let's do a second one. There we go. Alright, let's go into Caesar, into Bernice. Actually, no, let's go into lighter and then Bernice. I'm pretty sure that should be enough to get at least some of the buff in there. Alright. There we go. Look at that damage. That's half damage already. Pretty nice damage numbers. Alright, let's do it again. Kablamo! Yeah, she's really good with the lighter buff. Lighter is just so good. Look at this. Yeah, if those three teams don't show you how good lighter is, I don't know what will. But yeah, lighter is good. Lighter is really good. So yeah. Well, anyways, that should be it for at least the fire team aspect. Now it's time to jump back into the ice team. So let's just do that with a at least a variation of Ellen's ice team. So let's just hop on to the next team. All right, so we're back at the Path to Proxy 1 mission. So this is gonna be the team I'm gonna be running. So it's just a variation of the ice team, except that replace Soukaku with Lycon. Even though you are sacrificing ice damage and 1k attack, Lycon is a extra stunner, so it means that you basically have 2 stunners on the team. He also gives Ice Res Shred on EX, which is pretty good. And also on his additional, which we are getting thanks to Ellen being a Ice agent and also being part of Victoria Housekeeping, we get a stun damage multiplier of 35%, which is really, really good. It means that Ellen's just going to be doing a ton of damage on a stun enemy. And besides, well, we want the enemy stun to do as much damage as we can. Also, Lighter does give Ice Res Shred, so it does stack with Lycon's effect, which is pretty good as well. So, without further ado, let's just showcase the team. So, for this team, I'm going to be going at it a bit differently. I'm going to be keeping Lighter's morale stacks until the very end, where we have to like use it all up to get the buff for us. So yeah. Alrighty, so mainly we're just gonna be using Lycon as like the front character. So let's just do that. This means that we are getting free morale stacks though, which is pretty good. So let's just switch into Lycon here. Alright, let's go into Ellen. Alright. It looks like Lighter does have good, he does have good, morale meter, so we can't just go into this. Luckily, though, for us, I think Ellen could just handle this just fine, but we do want the stun damage multiplier, so why not? Let's just do it. There we go. And this should be good. There you go. Attack! And he's done for. Alright, so, here's the next enemy. We can test out, like, at least, like, Ellen's normals, maybe, or maybe, like, her special or something like that. Alright, we're gonna be trying to get, the Farabuti's, health to at least, like, that much. Yeah, I think this should be good. Alright, let's go into Lighter. Let's go into Ellen. Alright. I'm pretty sure we didn't get the buff there, which sucks, but at least we are able to do at least some damage with the team. Well, at least we have one more chance to show it right here. So let's just try to do it. Alright, let's go into Lycon. Let's go into Lighter. We're gonna be doing the Aura 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 right now. EX. Alright. We're gonna have to parry right here, hopefully. Alright, so let's do EX right here. Alright, let's go into Lighter. Alright, so we do have the buff active, which is pretty nice. Let's get the stun damage multiplier and then let's do this. 20,000, that's really good. Alright, let's see the ult. Yeah, pretty busted. That's really busted. So not only you get 2 stunners, but you basically have just a big damage ice nuke at your disposal too. So yeah, Ellen's good. Ellen's good with Lighter, so yeah. Well, we do have one more team to showcase, but I won't tell you guys what it is. So, well, any further ado, let's just move on to the last and final team. Alright, so as for the last team, I'm gonna be going into Path of the Proxy one. So, well, you might be wondering, what is the last team you're gonna be showcasing? Well, it is going to be an Ice team, but the DPS is going to be very different. Yeah, this team actually surprisingly works for some reason. It's weird. It's weird why it works, but it does. So, I'm gonna be going with, Soukaku right here. Lighter does need a attack agent or a Sons of Calydon member. So, with that, we're gonna be going with Caesar. Yeah, so this is going to be our team. Luckily for Soukaku right here, she does increase the ice damage for squad members, but she doesn't really need it for this team because Caesar's gonna be making up for Soukaku's, well, lack of ice damage support. Because for Soukaku, she needs to have at least a same attribute or faction. We could replace it though, with, Yanagi. But this means that we have 1 out of 3, which sucks for us. So yeah, we do not want a 1 out of 3. At least we should get at least a 1 out of 2. And besides, even if we do, so on that, we basically do have at least Caesar's additional ability, which gives us a 25% damage increase. So it's basically kind of similar to the ice damage of Soukaku. Well, anyways, let's just showcase DPS Soukaku or Goat Kaku. So yeah, well, you're gonna be seeing some pretty high numbers, especially since Soukaku's is M6. M6 Soukaku, by the way, she can be ran as a nuker. So yeah, you can literally run main DPS Soukaku if you really do want to, and that's what I'm gonna be doing. The only problem is that Soukaku is slow as crap, so we basically do have to make up for her slow speed, but at least I think it should be. I think we should be good. Alrighty, I think some of these enemies should be at least close to stunned. So let's do that. Alright, let's go into Soukaku. Let's get her first Vortex stack in. There we go. We can go into normal. This gives us a free quick assist, which is pretty good. Let's do EX. And he should be done. There we go. Alright, we can go into Caesar. This gives us the shield. We can go into Soukaku again. This gives us our second Vortex stack. Go into normal. And going back into lighter. This should finish him off. There we go. Yeah, so we basically do kind of have like a dual DPS setup in a way. If you do count lighter as a DPS. But basically, we do just have at least a good source of DPS damage going. Whether it be from Soukaku or from lighter. Alright, let's do EX right here. Luckily for us, we can't just waste some of this. And then we can go into Soukaku right here. Alright, so let's cancel. Let's go into EX again. Alright, now we can go into lighter. And yeah, look at that damage. Absolutely ridiculous damage right there. So yes, even with, well, a weak character like Soukaku, she is able to just perform really, really well. So we are getting our second Vortex stack. We do need at least, 2 Vortex stacks, just in case we need to switch into something. Alright, let's do EX. We're gonna be switching it to Caesar. There we go. This should give us right here. There we go. We can go into Soukaku. We can cancel into Burst now. We basically have all 3 Vortex stacks active. So we basically... Yeah, 50k? 50k! You saw 50k on ult. 50k! 50k on ult on Soukaku. Soukaku, a support character. Yeah, 50,000 per hit. Yeah, Soukaku! Soukaku, even lighter is so good that he transforms Soukaku as support agent into a DPS. So yeah, yeah, lighter's good. Lighter's good. Well, anyways, that is it for the team showcases. Hopefully, you guys could basically understand why lighter is pretty good on ice and fire teams. That's because he elevates them to the next level. He's just that good. So yeah. Well, now it's time to go into Hollow Zero and showcase just how good lighter is there with some Rosonia buffs. So without any further ado, let's just go into Hollow Zero. Alrighty, so here we are in Hollow Zero, ready to showcase more shenaniganery with the lighter team. So well, this time we're gonna be going with just a typical ice team. So we're just gonna be having like Ellen, Soukaku, and then lighter. I would showcase a fire team, but I don't have 11 again, so I sadly can't showcase a fire team. It would be pretty cool though, since 11 does have Caesar, and Caesar is the best support. But this is like the second best thing I could basically give you guys to showcase lighter at his full potential. So, we're just gonna be going in with the ice team. I'm pretty sure this will be enough to showcase just how good he is. Because, well, I mean, the last thing we saw with him is he boosted Soukaku's damage by 50,000 per hit on burst. On, at least, like, her ult. Alright. So, first off, critical is really good for us. So we are going to be choosing critical. Because, Ellen is a crit DPS, so we do need Ellen to crit a lot. Alright, so let's go into lighter. Kablamo, we can go into Ellen. Pretty good. Alright, we can go into lighter again. We're gonna be going to Soukaku so that we're able to get at least a Vortex stack in. Because, the more Vortex stacks we have, the less we need to use her EX to get those Vortex stacks. So it's pretty good for us. So we're going to be choosing some Ice Resonium as well. So Critical and Ice Resonium are the way to go for this Ellen build. So we're just going to be choosing those Resonium most of the time. Alright, we're going to be waiting for him to attack. This gives us a free parry. I'm going to be switching again. Going into another parry. Let's go into EX. There we go. We can go into Ellen. And this should give us the second Vortex stack. This should be good enough to just do it again. And we can go into Ellen. This should give us the full Vortex stacks. There we go. And we have this for 30 seconds. So it's going to last us a pretty good while. Alright, let's go into Critical again. You can go into... at least you could... Let's try to go for Refresh. Let's see how much that gives us. Alright, we can get the other Ice Resonia. Pretty nice. Alright. So, again, we want this guy to attack us, so we're able to go into Morale. There we go. Easy peasy. Alrighty. Let's go into Dodge again. We need to get him to at least 85 days, so that should be good enough for us. So let's go into the 3 Vortex stacks. There we go. Into Ellen! We're going to be doing the same basic combo, so we're going to be going into Lighter. Into Soukaku. Alright. Let's go into Ultimate. Let's see how much damage this does. 80,000. Pretty good. Alright. The enemy is basically almost dead, so I guess we can just squeeze in one more Lighter Aura 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 for good measure. Let's go into EX right there. Alright. So you can keep chaining these. Why not? There we go. And then we go into Ellen. That should boost the ice damage for that thing, and we can go into Soukaku. Alright. Let's go to Shark Boot. I think you should cancel it. I think this should kill him. Yeah, there we go. Nice! Alrighty. We're gonna be refreshing to see... Okay, yep, we got Freezer Zonia. Let's go. The more Freezer Zonia we have, the more damage Ellen is able to do. So it's basically perfect for us. Ooh, we got Lighter's Mindscape Cinema. Pretty good. Lighter's Mindscape Cinema is actually really good for us because he is able to just boost ice damage and fire damage for us, which means that Ellen's gonna be popping off even crazier than before. So yeah. Alrighty. Okay, so we're gonna be choosing Refresh again. Okay, we got a critical. Pretty nice. We do need more of those. Because yeah, as you see there, it basically gives us more damage. Alrighty. We're gonna be getting our 2 flash free stacks right here. Sadly, the enemy is resistant against fire, which sucks for us. But I'm pretty sure we can manage with what we have. Alright. Should give us like a full stun. There we go. Alright. Soukaku into Ellen. Hopefully Ellen's able to at least do some damage to him. Alright. We're gonna have to do a Arctic ambush, so we're able to at least... Yeah, there we go. That was barely enough to defeat him before his stun thing went down. Alright. We can get Duel. That is pretty good for Lighter since he is a stun. You know what? Let's do it. We don't have enough. We don't have a lot of refreshes left, so we can't take like stuff like Duel and stuff now. All right. That is a free parry for us. Really good. All right, let's do EX. That should give us some good damage. There we go. Yeah, that is really good. Let's go into Ellen. There we go. Pretty nice. Alright. I think he could... Yeah, there we go. Alright. I was waiting for him to attack, so yeah. There we go. Okay, let's go into Soukaku. That should give us 3 Vortex X, so we can switch into Ellen and get the full buff. 50,000 per chain hit. That's really good. Okay. We can't get duel again. We can't just afford to get those now. Alright, we do have to refresh, unfortunately. Another Isozonium. Pretty good. Oh, we have Pompeii now. Okay. Alrighty. It's going to be pretty interesting because I'm pretty sure he's pretty sure, yeah, his weakness is fire. So, lighter does more damage against him. Alright, let's do EX. That should give us a pretty good, stun. Alright. Okay, okay, I think he is close to... He has to be close to, getting at least, like, stunned. Alright, that dodge should give us, all the damage that we can. Alright, there we go. Let's go into lighter. Into Soukaku. Alright, we can switch into Ellen now. Let's do ult. We do have to get him to second phase fast, so yeah, let's just do ult. But 100,000, I think I did 100,000 per hit. That's just really good damage. Alright, he's gonna be doing the jump attack. That's the thing I wanted him to do. Alright, pretty good dodge. We're gonna have to dodge all the time here, so we're able to just get all the stacks in. There we go. Another dodge. Oh, we did take that hit though. That was really bad. Okay, we are close, so let's do another EX. We can go into 3 vortex stacks right here. There we go. Alright, Ellen into lighter. Into Soukaku. Let's go into Ellen. We are able to do at least Shark Nami here. So let's just do that. We can do another 3 normals. That was pretty good damage. That was like over half of his health. Yeah, lighter is just really good. But since it is Pompeii, I'm pretty sure 11 does more damage though, which is really unfortunate. If we don't have 11. If only we had 11, we could properly showcase her against this boss. So yeah. Alright. Gonna have to have lighter do all the heavy lifting for us. He is basically close to death though. But we do have a free revive. So I guess we can just like have lighter be kind of sacrificed, I guess. Alright. Let's do EX again. That should be our last one. Because I think this should give us... Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it should give us the, It should give us the necessary stun. And I think this should finish him off right here. We don't need the Shark Boo. This should be enough to finish him off. 138,000 ice damage. Yeah, he's really good. He's really good. Okay, we're gonna be taking the critical. That should give us, yep, 8. That is enough for the 3rd Razonia. And we got freeze. Okay, that's enough for another fusion. There we go. Nice. Oh, and we get Ellen's. We get Ellen's Mindscape. Really good. Ellen's Razonia. So yeah, I think Ellen's gonna be popping off like crazy. So yeah, okay. This is going to be really good. Alright. We can just do another refresh. This is going to be our last refresh. Let's do this. And then I guess we could just take this. Alright. This should basically kind of fully heal lighter. Yep, there it is. Alright, we're going to be taking all of the flash free stacks and let's do lighter. He is going to be in the front lines for the most part. Alright, so there's the dodge. You do another dodge here. Let's do EX. There we go. Pretty good. Doing another dodge. So yeah, he's just gonna be here, just stunning the enemy. Just gonna be doing all of his stuff. Occasionally, let's do EXs as well. There we go. Yeah, he does stun pretty fast though. Alright. EX! She is close to getting, fully stunned. I hope so. Alright, another big attack is coming. We do have to dodge this one. We have to get her to at least, 90,000. At least 90,000, stun. Or, not 90,000, I mean 90 stun. There we go. Now we can go into Soukaku. So that should give us a free Vortex stack. Now we can go into Ellen. Alright, since she is fully debuffed, we can go into ult. That is dumb damage. What? That is really, really dumb. Look at the damage! Holy crap, Ellen! We're gonna defeat this thing before it even gets to its... with full Rezonia buff, with Lighter's Rezonia, which gives both Ellen and Lighter their Mind Skip Cinema, with a full Advanced Rezonia 2 freeze and full Advanced Rezonia critical. Ellen does that amount of damage with ult. Remember, this boss, the Hive boss, that ethereal, that thing has like over like 10 million health. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, that also proves that Lighter is just way too good. So yeah. Well, anyways, that is it for the Hollow Zero segment of the showcase. So now there's only 2 things left to do. Well, first off, we're gonna have to showcase Lighter at his max potential. So basically, we're just gonna be showcasing, for us, at least, Ellen's max damage potential. We can't showcase 11's. Again, I don't have 11, so I can't showcase the max fire damage she's able to do. But, well, at least I could showcase Ellen's, right? So that should be good enough to basically gauge just how much 11 is able to provide. So, without any further ado, let's just do the Lighter damage showcase. Alright, so here we are at the VR training mode character select screen. So this is going to be the team I'm going to be running. I'm going to be showcasing my Ellen build real quick to basically showcase just how much damage she might be able to do with Lighter. So here's the Ellen build right here. Crit damage. She has ice damage as well with some pretty high attack. For the most part, 2.7k. She is at full core level 7 with level 8 skills, with also a 4-piece Polar Metal set with a Woodpecker Electro set, with her, of course, her main W engine, the Deep Sea Visitor as well, which also gives her some ice damage. By the way, I have to showcase as well. Yeah, look at this. No 11 in sight. So, sadly, I can only showcase just how much damage the Ice team is able to do. But I think it should be good enough to basically, for this Dex damage showcase setting. So, yeah. But, Lighter's here, of course, to provide Ice Res Shred as well as ice damage buffs for Ellen. And Soukaku, of course, is Soukaku. She provides ice damage for party members. It is in her additional ability, ice damage for all squad members. And she also gives 1k attack to Ellen, which is pretty good. It means that Ellen will basically hit the 3k range on attack. So yeah. Well, anyways, without further ado, let's just cut into the battle and just showcase just how much ice damage we are able to pull off. Alright, so here we are at the, well, customization training screen. So I'm gonna be choosing the Farabuti because he is pretty easy to test damage on. He's at level 70. I'm gonna be enabling every single thing here, so unlimited energy, assist points, ultimate decibels. That way it's easier for us to test. So we could just go into this battle. So let's just try to at least stun the Farabuti as fast as we can. Let's try to get at least some morale stacks in for our boy Lighter. Alright. That should be good. So now we can go into Soukaku. Alright, now we can go into Ellen. Alright, so now since he is basically fully stunned, we can't just go into ult. 60,000 per hit. That's how much damage she's able to do right there. Yeah, that is some pretty nice damage. But yeah, that's basically it for well, Ellen's part in the ice damage team. Yeah, she is able to perform numbers like that with Lighter's help. It's just really busted. Basically like around 60,000 to 70,000. Maybe if I did level up her skills a bit more, she probably might do like way more damage than she should. So yeah, but with level 8 skills, with a core max skill, with like some good crit rate damage stats, she's able to perform numbers just like that. So yeah, but I'm pretty sure if you built your 11 the same way with like Caesar, she might perform like the same numbers. So yeah, they're basically similar in power output in my opinion. But anyways, that is it for the lighter damage showcase. As you see there, he's pretty good. But now it's time to finally close this video off with my overview and final thoughts on Lighter. So, well, without further ado, let's just go into Lighter's screen and just talk about him. So here is Lighter, the undefeatable champion of the Outer Ring, also the member of the Sons of Calydon. So yeah, well, now it's time to go over Lighter's skills and to give you my final thoughts on him. So Lighter's core, this thing is busted. Literally, when you consume morale, you get an increase of your impact up to 20% at max level core. This means that you're going to be stunning at a pretty good rate, especially if you do have morale stacks. And it is pretty easy to get morale stacks anyway because he gets it off field. So yeah, it's pretty good. Also, when you do a quick assist, he's also able to go into morale burst. Morale burst is pretty easy to go into. He can do it via dodge. He could do it via basics. Yeah, it's really easy to get morale burst. But be wary though, if you do go into morale burst, you can't gain morale, which sucks. You can't gain morale automatically over time. So be sure to watch out for that, especially if you do not want to waste your morale burst. He also gives ice res and fire res for 30 seconds in morale burst. It's pretty good. So he is able to just do like a bunch of damage. It's just so good. Like the ice res and fire res, which is pretty great. Also, let's talk about his skills too. So his basic attack is his bread and butter. He just does 5 basic hits. You can also do a rapid jab as well by holding or pressing the jab thing, which is pretty good. He also, in his morale burst state, he does his Aura 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 move, so it's the same thing. You can just press or hold, which is pretty good. He also takes 40% less damage, so that's why I am able to stay in Aura 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 mode without having to worry about dodging. That's because he does take less damage, so he can't just like stay there and just like do his finishing move attack. He also, even if you do like a dodge, he is still able to do his Aura 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 move, so don't be afraid to not just stand still. You can dodge it as well. So yeah, but his basics are his bread and butter. Dodge is pretty decent. He is able to go into 5th hit anyway after a dodge counter, so it is pretty good that he's able to go into dodge counter into 5th basic. Sometimes you actually want to do that, so you're able to use your morale burst state as well, so that you can go into his morale burst 5th basic, which is pretty good. Assist, you're going to be using this a lot. This basically gives you a 5th hit for free. He's able to assist follow-up pretty well. He's really good on assist follow-ups because after a character attacks, or at least a well, if they meet a certain criteria, he can immediately go into quick assist to basically consume morale and just do a morale burst state. A lot of his skills go into morale burst. It's pretty consistent to get morale burst state, but mainly the way to trigger it is either quick assist or the dodge counter. So those two you might want to look into to invest, but yeah, they all tie down back into morale burst. That is his whole kit. For his special EX, it does good stun. Actually does insane stun. You can also immediately follow it up into basic. Yeah, it's really, really busted. You're able to hold or press, which is really, really, really good. So, you can also consume more. You can also consume more to, do a second follow-up. So he goes up and then he goes down. So you basically can just do like a fire shark Nami, I would say, where he's able to consume more energy to basically perform more stun. But it is a pretty powerful skill, and you might want to level this up too. As for chain or ult, ult you're probably not gonna use, at least that's what I would say, until 1.4 comes out, because for 1.4 they're changing the decibel system. So yeah, but chain is pretty good. He does do decent damage, especially since most stun agents run crit damage. So it's not bad to just put resources into ultimate. But either way, all of his skills are really, really good, but the main skill you want to level up, of course, is basic. Basic is just way too good. It's where his morale burst stack is. So yeah. As for Mindscape Cinema, he has pretty good Mindscape Cinemas, I would say. He has one of the best in general. So his MC1, his Mindscape Cinema 1, gets Ice Res Fire Res for 10%. Yep, and also you get 30% increased damage on Morale Burst state when he does the jab combo. It's good. It means he does more damage on Aura Aura Aura, and he gives Res Shred for Fire and Ice agents for 10%. Yeah, 10%. That's really, really good. So yeah, M1 is honestly pretty good. You could just like keep M1 and just stop there. His other Mindscapes are pretty good too. M2 basically increases ice and fire damage by 120% of the additional ability, which means that you get more ice and fire damage, which is pretty nice. You also get a 25% increased stun damage multiplier. This means that you're just gonna be doing more damage. Yep, that's basically it. M3, M5 are the same, +2 to levels on skills, so yeah, it's pretty basic. M4 basically gives you more energy regen, meaning that you get EXs faster. When you enter Morale Burst, you're able to get more energy back for your off-field members, so this means that your off-field characters get energy too. So basically, both characters get energy, and they're able to do EXs. Yep, he's pretty good. As for M6, oh boy, this is whale territory, aka, if you love the character a lot, max him out territory. You get a recovery efficiency of 200% for your morale. This means that your morale is basically 2 times faster, which is really good. When he does basic dodge, special, EX, quick assist, follow-up, chain, or ult, this is like his whole kit. You'll trigger a blazing impact effect that increases the fire damage that you do by 250% of your attack. This means that he becomes a fire nuker, which is pretty good. When his impact exceeds 170, which is pretty easy because you can just do a 4-piece shock star with impact %, and you can also have a impact W engine. This is pretty easy to get. You get each additional point of impact after 170 increases the multiplier of blazing impact by 5%, increasing it to 500%. This means that blazing impact is gonna be doing like a crap ton of damage. Yeah, so basically your fire damage is gonna be going through the roof. Also, the more powerful the fishing move, when his morale is completely exhausted, it'll trigger an additional blazing impact. So this means that you're able to trigger 2 blazing impacts. This means that you're able to just do like a crap ton of fire damage. This means that Lighter actually becomes a fire DPS. Yeah. So this means that he actually becomes the blazing champion, and this means that he's basically the best fire DPS in the game now. Yeah, with M6, he's the best fire DPS in the game. RIP 11. But, that is basically it for Lighter, and that is it for this showcase video. So if you do guys enjoy the showcase video, if you want to see more videos like this in the future, be sure to support the channel by leaving a like and subscribing. It really does mean a lot if you do support the channel. It helps to keep me motivated and making more videos and pumping out content for you guys. So again, if you do support the channel, thank you guys so much for supporting it. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. Again, thank you guys so much if you are supporting. As for the comments, what do you think about Lighter? You think he's broken? You think he's not? You think I am right? Or you think I'm over-exaggerating? And even if you didn't pull Lighter, are you pulling Lighter now because of the showcase video? Or you're gonna be saving for, well, Miyabi? Let me know in the comments down below. I will try to reply to you, as many of you as I can. So yeah. And as always, thank you guys for watching this Lighter showcase video, and I'll see you guys in the next gacha video.